Okay, boys and girls, we're starting the stream a little bit earlier to see if everything is working. I can answer some questions. Maybe I can set up my stream a bit better. And the category of poker. Can't find it though. Gaming. Business other. Okay. Let me know how I can make sure it's in the right category. Got myself a coffee here. We took a cold shower to start the session. Getting darker. Winter days are upon us. We should be live in 30 seconds. Hopefully everything's working. Please let me know if the microphone is working fine. If there's anything else I should implement to my stream. It's hard to do it while streaming, but I will try to put it on my to-do list. Never-ending to-do list. Playing some high stakes poker, pot limit Omaha. We start with some cash games. We'll hop into a couple of tournaments. We have a 1k, 2k, 5k even on coin poker. Okay, let me find the password for the game. VIP. We have some 5 cards even in there. That would be exciting. I haven't played in a while. Sunday VIP. Looks like we're going to play on this table. Let's see. This is the chat. Okay, everything seems to be working. Oh no, this is the old chat. That's bad news. That is bad news. Let's see. Start up the chat again. Let's see if that works. Maybe I missed a couple of messages. I see messages coming in on this one. Please type your message again if you asked something, because I can't see them. Let's see, it's YouTube and Twitch. I'll head over there while I wait for my table to start. We have a good evening from TMY. Am I hearing the new tunes already? It's not necessarily new tunes. New tunes since 1 month, but next stream I'll have new tunes. They were already ready, but I was too busy today. Good luck from TMC. Thank you, Joggers89. Ah, yes, Sunday routine is in full force. Thank you for streaming, Mr. Vidi. Hearing you loud and clear. Thanks for the feedback. What? You have a ton of stuff in front of your name. 1 month subscriber. Wow. Prime Gaming. Thanks, Joggers. I didn't know. Now I know. We're online on YouTube as well. Potentially the most watched stream that we're gonna do today, depending on how long we stream. We've got a ton of new followers from the vlog that I posted, and it's been a while since I did a long one, so excited. Hopefully the action allows us to play for a while. Sam is sitting. Not sure where. Okay. It's one table. Early start. Howdy, boys. Tony allegedly showing up soon. We can VPip this one. Surely with Yolof and Sam we can. Let's see. Okay, we're up to date on the chat as well. Easy fold on the left hand table. Make a wide call here in the small blind. Squeezed by Sam. Not sure if Yola folds much. 2 squeezes. We have a very marginal holding. The problem with this holding is flops like this, where we flop pretty decent, but hard to get it in a hand. Double check would be nice. No, Yolof goes for it. I think we can lay this one down. Expecting a lot of king high flushes and ace high flushes there in his betting range. Sam goes for the check raise. Surprising line. Stacks it off with just a 10. And Yolof did have the ace high flush draw. Beautiful hand. Both of them. think we can get away with a limp here. Sam with the big bet, usually strong. Feels very tight to fold here. We'll call and we'll put bet here. So here, if we can make a king fold or an ace, it's pretty cool. We can't. Very marginal river. We might have to fold here actually. Not blocking the board at all, and it's 5 cards. I don't think this is a good calling hand at all. It's only half pot though. Blocking all the draws, I don't know. Feels like I have to fold here. Okay, we made the right decision. We shouldn't be that results oriented. Because it doesn't really matter what hand he shows up with. I think in general not enough bluffs, so. Twice for value there. Here we lead a rep and a double pair. Follow up on the turn, hoping for fold. Imagine if he folds a jack. Don't think he can fold a king there. He'll have some backup with it. Starting with a check on the left hand table. And we raise on the right hand table. Check again. Big bet from Sam. No, sorry. Here we can go either way. On the right hand side, we check this time. Big bet from Yolov. And here we're going to bet. I think calling is the best option here. River flush. We block the queen high flush. It's very tempting to bet here. Not gonna do it. It sucks holding the queen. That's one of the hands that he can call with. A queen high flush, and we're not blocking any of the pairs, so he might still show up with a check raise there. I think he's mostly betting his full houses. I might be wrong. I think this is just a shove on the 8 deuce 4. So many strong hands and he barely connects with this board, but yeah, obviously if he has an 8, we have a bit of a problem. On this turn we can safely check folds. He had nothing. That's crazy. Yeah? Can float versus pot bet in a 3-bet pot. It's good to know. Fold the trips, it's probably close, but wake up with the aces. Yolov come to play, seemingly. Okay, setup should be good now. It's very tough to engage with the chat, having 2 tables of 3-way action, so I'm going to focus for now and then later on try to respond to the chat. We know Yolov is calling crazy hands there, so we're not going anywhere, of course. It's pretty marginal again. Not marginal, he had a pair and open-ender there. But the pre-flop definitely very marginal hand. Came to play Yolov. I can call this hand, I think. It's not great. Connect with this board, very good. A ton of leads here. Top 2 pair with a good shot. It's an okay hand, but 5 cards not super strong. Betting. Quick call. Get a dome bet from Yolov. Screen on the river is not great. We don't have any clubs. Completes a lot of straights. So easy check fold if Sam bets. Here shoving is tempting, but we're in position and we don't want to give away our positional advantage. On this river I think we're just gonna call. Looking for 7, 7, 8. Yolov can pull crazy bluffs for sure. So sometimes we just have to. Amazing. Great line. 6s with the straight blocker. Well done by Yolov. What's on the menu today? Not sure. I still have to make up my mind. Gene Nizzle, good luck. Thank you. Mystic BBL is tuning in again. What else is up? Ben, let's see how you're doing with your cards, lol. Are you playing with your friends there? Vinny, chat blocks the table. It's solved. This Sam guy's absolutely crazy. He plays quite well actually if he's in a good mindset. Chat is in the way. It was a crazy out of line check raise. Second nuts folding against the maniac. No way. Sick fold. Three bet his hand against Mr. Yolov. betting here most of the time, but it's also nice to check with the net sometimes. Ben is saying, I've started playing 2-card Texas Hold'em on GG Poker lowest buy-in and I still can't understand how 4 and 5-card variations work. So the only difference is the amount of cards you're getting, and you have to use 2 cards to interact with the board. So you cannot make a 1-card flush. So that's the only difference. So you go from 1-hand combination to 6-hand combinations. If you look at going from Hold'em to 4-card, and from 4-card to 5 cards, from 6-hand combinations to 10-hand combinations. We're going to float with the gut shot and the backdoor flush draw. It's very easy to overfold on these paired boards. If he checks on the turn, we can try and steal the pot. With the 10 we have some showdown value. No need to bluff when you have showdown value. We try to bet very strong hands on the river and very weak ones, not the ones in the middle. So a rivered a full house. That's a wide call by Sam. Probably have a decent read on this Sam guy, but he seemed very crazy at times. So yeah, I mean, we've played a ton now, so at some point you start adjusting your game. Not too much, because if he then changes his game, I'm gonna counter exploit it. But Fortune is messed up on coin last night. I have no idea. I wasn't playing. How much money is enough according to you? I'm going to go ahead and think that you mean enough to live off, to be financially independent. And it depends on where you live and what kind of life you aspire to have. If you aspire to have a modest life, in Europe, in the more expensive countries, probably 2 million. Or do you plan on endlessly grinding till you feel satisfied with X amount? I've hit my financial threshold a long time ago. Just playing because it's fun. I love competing. I mean, obviously this year was very successful, so that's pretty cool as well. Big part of my identity is me being a poker player, so it's kind of hard to start over somewhere else in another field. Calling the King Deuce. The Sherlock guy is pretty wild. I don't necessarily think we want to start overcalling King Deuce, but he can show up with plenty of bluffs. This time he had it. Mika is saying hello Vinny. Firenke is also tuning in. G-chats. Love seeing you on Triton. Good luck today. Thank you, sir. Kale 38 is also here. What's up, Busty? Go for the one big blind value bet. 7 high flush for Sam. Same blockers. Flop 2 pair here with the backdoor net flush draw, very important. Roughly 5% chance to hit the nuts by the river, so. Tony G joins the table. We're leading 1/10 here. Just clicking buttons. Tony G is joining the game, so it's quite likely that we're gonna straddle soon. It's a fun game. Going to check back here. Let's see. Do you have times when there is no action running? How do you deal with it? I mean, nowadays I really enjoy it because I just meet up with friends or go for a workout or do something else that I enjoy doing. But back in the day it was kind of annoying. Limb this hand, fold on the right hand table. We can apply some pressure here. So yeah, when there's no action, I mean, obviously I prefer to have action all the time, but when you're playing high stakes, it's just not the way it is. It just pops up every now and then whenever you don't have action, you're supposed to work on your game or do something fun. So here we pick up very weak aces in 5 cards. It's just a flat call in the big blind. That's pretty cool. Pick up top set. Tony doesn't see bet. He folds to a small bet. Curious what you do for fun other than playing poker. I want to raise this hand. I'm not sure, but we're going to go for it. Quick call. Might have some showdown value. I don't know. Against pure draws. I think we can check this one. There's a lot of great questions today. Sorry, I'm trying to both focus and answer the questions. We got Tony in the house. Yes, that's good for the game. Always brings the action. About to get interesting for sure. Here we're going to call with the tens. Wow, super dry board. Top set. Double back to flush draw. Kind of hoping for a pot bet from Tony and all in from Yolov. Checking is an option here. Do we want to check? Do we want to bet? 7, 8, 9. Go for the check. We had the infamous hand against Tony where we checked and then bet 1/3, so that's what we'll do again. Not that many scary rivers. They'll fold. Kevin Martin recently posted on Twitter that marriage is minus EV. Do you agree? I've never been married, so I don't know from personal experience, but if you want to maximize your poker earnings, it's probably best not to have a partner. Generally not a super big fan of using EV outside of poker, but yeah. I also guess that he had a pretty bad experience, or at least the breakup was bad or whatever, so it's quite likely that he'll look at it in a more positive way whenever he finds someone new. Tony with the trips. Tony with the trips. This game is it's very good. Sam and Yolov go all in. I'll replay the hand. It's a very civil game, eh? Sorry for winning the pot. Not sure if they have to say it, but I'm going to replay the hands, the big ones down here. Let me know if that works. So we have an open, a 3-bet and a 4-bet from Sam with weak aces, but I think in this spot it's kind of okay. Then they get it in. Pretty standard, I guess. KQT. Joining the game. 3-bet from Tony. If he bets, we have to fold. If he checks, we can maybe try try and take this one away. He had the aces. Okay, easy complete and big blind. Starting with a check. Pick up 2 pair. On the turn. Yellow checks again. We're gonna step small. I don't think Sam is checking back many strong hands, so we can just bet for value and protection with 2 pair and a good shot. Here we flop a good shot with a pair. It's probably closing 5 cards, but I'm gonna appeal once. We pick up a wrap on the turn, but not super nutty. And we river the straight, so we would like to take this to showdown. Quick check and we win the hand. Guess we're starting off kind of slowly, but this game is gonna be super wild for sure. Yeah, Yolov, exciting player. Calls a lot, bluffs a lot as well. He got me good at the start of the session. Okay, we're straddling. Might have some to transfer some money. Because this might be a wild one. Limp call. Can start betting here, I think. 8-5-5. We connect to that board a little bit better with our limp calling range. We can bluff on a lot of runouts. We have a pair, we can still hit a jack, we can hit a 5, we can hit a 6. Gonna open these aces. We want to do some limping there, so we want to limp some strong hands too, but most of the time when we pick up aces we raise them. Obviously hoping to get 3-bet here by Uncle Tony. On this kind of board we're gonna try and take the aces to showdown, which is a tough task against Zerlov. Pretty terrible hand, 3-way, but there's too much money in the middle already. Check back from Tony, so I think we can bet here. If he shoves, it's kind of ugly, but not easy to have a check shove there. Check and we take it down. Okay. Would love to see bet here, but I just think we don't connect to the board at all, so we want to be checking there mostly. We pick up a rep. Two checks. I think we can bet here. And we river the nuts. Small is great too, but I think we just want to bet big here. Okay, back to the questions. Have you tried psychedelics or other controversial substances? And also, any advice on dealing with gold diggers? Well, I respond to the second question. I think if you make a big effort to show that you have a lot of money, you're more susceptible to meeting people who want to date you for this reason. So if you see me walking down the street, I'm usually just wearing jeans and a t-shirt, no crazy watches, no Lamborghini. So I think it happens quite a bit less if you just act normally and don't show off your wealth too much. It helps also having like interpersonal skills. You'll find out quick enough if somebody's dating you for the money. If you give a lot of stuff, like from the get-go, obviously you become more susceptible to dating people that date you both for who you are and what you're giving to them. So I think you have it in your it's in your own power. Assassinato is saying, good luck Vinny, have a good stream. Do you ever tilt or had tilt issues in the past? Not really, I've always been very calm and very appreciative of being able to play poker for a living. In a way, it's super crazy to be tilted while playing a game that you love, obviously earning a decent salary. So also, if other players are playing poorly, I would never berate them. That's where my win rate comes from. So that question came from Youth Asia. Okay, here we're going to bet. This is a bluff, not a value bet. A bluff with a lot of outs. Here we have to get rid of the 6 on the right hand table. Yodel raises, we have 6, 6, 9, 9 jack. So we're gonna see flop. Big bet from Yodel. In general, people don't find pure bluffs on these kind of boards. Let's see if Yodel does. He had the double set, so yeah, not a bluff. Not a bluff this time. Limp the ace jack for 5. Sam raises it up, and it's not a bad hand to call here. We're drawing to the nets, and we also have some low cards, which is nice because both of these players are probably holding a lot of high cards. Here we go with the ace, queen, queen, 5, 5. Potentially a hand we can bluff. Yerlov comes in with the big bet again. So we have an easy fold. Let's see what he has. Hard for Sam to have ace 8 or ace 9. We bet small. Ends up having a flush. Wow, big pot here. Small bet on the river by Sam and a pot bet raise by Yodel. So cool that we get to see the hand in the end. King 10. So I'll put it on the replayer. So we have a c-bet with top 2 pair and a double gut shot. Here we limp the kings. These kings are not super strong, but we want to play them, so that's why we limp. And here we raise the ace, queen, jack 9 from the button. Kaki finds the 3-bet. This hand we can't call against a 3-bet. King, king, queen 9. The very bottom of his 3-betting range, but at this stack depths, it's more than good enough, I think. And here we're going to fold. Shows up with aces. Small discount from Tony. I think this is just a fold now. Whatever. Should be close. We're calling. Should be close, so we're calling. We flop the second nuts with the 6 blocker. It's also very marginal, this hand, but going to play it anyway. Checking. He checks again. Yellow with the bet. We're going to call here. Yellow has showed that he can bluff. He can definitely have full houses here or an ace high flush. But he can definitely bluff, so shows up with the full house. Here we let this one go. I don't think we have the right blockers to bluff, and the ace is not a card that we connect with at all. I mean, 2-5 gets there, but we're mostly folding it from the big blind. So. Kaki takes it down with the 4. I think Sam could potentially bluff there. Yellow opens and we have a pretty straightforward call. Rep aces, good luck, have a good stream, nice addition to the Sunday grind. Thank you, sir. Hey, did you play any live poker when you lived in Brazil? From G Nizzle. I think there's quite a few casinos, and you have the BSOP that's being hosted right now in Sao Paulo. But I personally never played live there. Checking back, the ace queen. Yeah, I think we're going to call here. It's representing jacks, queens, or kings. Block some of those hands, and we know it's Yolov, so. Value bluffed. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily have to bet that hand, but he did. And I ended up calling a worse hand. Fold here and here as well. Can you talk a bit about targeting certain parts of the river range? So whenever people are looking at their own hand, for instance on the flush board, they tend to look to block the flush whenever you're betting big. So you can play around this a little bit. I'm not sure if I do have enough understanding of how you should be betting on the river at all. But sometimes you have some nice spots where you can use a different size for a hand that's not necessarily strong enough to put in that bet size, but it makes someone else call with different combos. I'll try to find a spot today and see if I can show it in practice. Okay, very strong hand. Then we open. Everyone folds. Ace jack 10-9 quadruple suited. Imagine if I only needed one spade for a flush. That's not how it works in pot limit Omaha. You have to use 2 cards, so having 4 spades is actually pretty bad. I think we just have to fold here, but might be closer than I think. So yeah, coin poker is the place to see high stakes poker these days. GG Poker got rid of high stakes, so that hopefully opens up opportunities for other poker sites to fill in the void. Yolov off to a very, very good start. Sam with the pot bet. Pretty strong probably, yeah. Gonna go ahead and fold here. Playing 50, 100, 200, so we're all relatively short stacked. These big blinds should be divided by 2. I'll put it on money, I think that's what the people like to see. What would you say to people? Alright, we're going to raise this one up. Who claim playing poker professionally is predatory and immoral. I mean, they have a good point. Not necessarily adding a lot to society, and let's see how much equity we have here. 61. That's pretty awesome for a hand as bad as these aces. Scoop up a pot against Tony. You're not adding much to society. Poker in itself, online poker, is pretty predatory. since they are raking on every table, you have to find someone who's losing, or else it doesn't make much sense to play. What I try to do this year is to donate 10% of my winnings within the challenge that I had for myself, in order to add a social component. And I'm thinking about next year. I'm probably gonna donate 20% of my online earnings next year to charities. And I will post about it on my Twitter, which charities I end up picking. I'll show some bank statements too, so that everyone can see that I actually donated the money. I think it's a good way for myself to add some purpose to what I'm doing, because obviously at some point you reach your financial goals, and then continuing playing doesn't make too much sense unless you really enjoy doing it and you're giving back a little bit, which is what I'm trying to do. We have 130 people tuning in on YouTube. Those are very good numbers. Make sure you give the stream a like as well. I think it's good for the algorithm. The stream will be pushed a little bit more if I have a lot of likes. So please go ahead and do that. You don't win this hand, unfortunately. So yeah, Palav, I agree. It's predatory, immoral. I wouldn't say immoral, but it's definitely zero sum, very much zero sum. So you have to try and find a way to add some value yourself, I think. Real high stakes game, just one hand, almost win 10,000 from Ben Xu. Oh, we have all in on the left hand table, top pair against a double gutter, a top pair and an over pair. He wins it twice, Kaki T. We flop a little something here, but not crazy good. I see Omar for all sitting 40 and 60k heads up tables. Why does he not come and play this game? It's a private game, so you need an invitation to play. He either didn't get the invitation or he didn't want to play. I guess these stakes are relatively low for Omar. Super quick call by Yolov. Nika is saying, when did you start playing poker professionally and how did you learn the game to make it your sole source of income? Did you have a coach or join any poker group where they helped you learn and earn? So I did everything by myself. I started very young, 14, 15. I just learned by playing, by thinking about certain spots. My opposition was quite bad because I was playing mostly on the website called PKR. It was a website where they mixed in Sims with poker, so you would have an avatar that was actually putting in chips to a pot whenever you were betting. And I think the people that were drawn to that were not necessarily very gifted poker players. So I managed to win some money there. Always struggled super hard on PokerStars because the opposition is quite tough there. Then I moved to Malta when I was 18. I went broke when I was 19, and that's when I found my backer slash mentor who helped me, coached me, staked me, and it's been up and up since that moment. Check here. Looks good as sex. Ernesto. Okay, that's questionable statement. Not sure what to make of it. Not sure how happy I am for your partner, but maybe you enjoy Pillow a lot. Dude, do another girlfriend challenge this time, manage it better, and you'll definitely win. Probably not gonna do it, but if action goes super slow, then I might consider doing it. I think we missed a big pot here because Sam is saying something in the chat. Might have pulled a little bluffsky there. Go with ace 10, 4, 5. Check. And the 8, Kakati checks, and Sam pot bets. Kakati has the 10-8. Nice check on the river as well, a pretty standard hand, and Sam did pull the trigger on the river. Okay, we're gonna call here, obviously more money than we intended to put in with this hand, but yeah, then this is an easy fold. Sam probably pretty wide here, 40k pot. He does have the aces. And Yolov rivers the flush. That might mean that Sam is going to 3-bet a little bit wider. Timothy subbed 2, much appreciated. Much appreciated, sir. While you're watching, please hit the like button. It's free. Like this stream. I think we can get away from this one. Check 755. It's a decent hand. Ace jack 8-5 double suited. Not entirely sure, but I think this is a fine 3-bet. Going to go for thin value against Yolov. Get a fold from Kaki, that's nice. Unblocking a ton of hands that he has to fold against a 3-bet. Kings, queens, ace, queen combos that have to fold. Hey Finny, watching your live stream is a real gem. Thanks for that. What computer setup are you using? Also, in your opinion, what is the optimal setup for a regular poker player who travels a lot? It's probably best to have a very good laptop and then make sure you have 2 screens whenever you arrive in a place. There's a lot of places that rent out screens, which is better than taking them yourself. I lost count of how many screens I've put in my suitcase and didn't come out without being broken. So I think renting them is quite a bit better. So yeah, that should be a good setup. Like having multiple screens is definitely very, very good. Keep an eye on the lobby, like play multiple tables. It's a must. If you're playing on one screen, it's you're doing something wrong. I myself have 4 screens. It's a bit of an overkill, but if you live in one place, it's easier to get a nice setup. I checked very quickly here, not that it matters much, but wow, super sick flop set with a flush draw, high flush draw. Limp here. We don't want to play this hand. If we open it, we get 3-bet. We have to fold. PKR was like a GTA skit. Yeah, good times. Thanks for the answer. No problems, Nika. And Nesto is trying to get banned from the chat. Contributing to the Robin Hood effect seems moral to me. Poker also really helped me grow internally and mature emotionally. Haters gonna hate. I mean, I think in general you just have to try and be open-minded and accept if people found another way to make money. There's a ton of people that are not super happy with the position they're in, and then it becomes an easy way of trying to make yourself feel great about your own position. So I do understand it. I think a lot of people that will tell you that poker is not adding to society or one second, can we call here? I'm going to fold. It's tight. It's tight. And then with the weak aces, we're just gonna flat call. This is like ace ace deuce 7 in 4 cards. I think we can bet here. Call from Kakiti. Definitely has a lot of checks there. Did have the kings this time. No need to bluff there for him. People who claim moral superiority are usually jealous and psychologically inept. Yeah, I tend to be very open-minded myself, and if you're a nurse in a hospital and you've been helping people your entire life, I think it's very admirable. I think in general people who vocalize these negative thoughts are pretty unhappy with their own position, and usually when I see other people that are helping people and are very happy with the position they're in their life, they're not really necessarily negative about my job. So Liam Kavanagh, he wants to say anonymous. Going to raise this hand. Hello from Vietnam. It's 2 AM now from Pilo for Venmark Rag. Thanks for tuning in so late. Real dedication. Why are you $1 million plus, but your room is so small? It's a good question. Oh, it's a good question. This is my office space. It's my office space, and yeah, I mean, I really like it. But you're not the first person to criticize me for it. Next year I might give it a little update, but for now it's fine. When do you study PLO, sir? Well, not enough. That's the most honest question. I tend to study PLO when there's nothing else that I can do. So. And sometimes I really have to, like for instance when you go to Monaco, you want to make sure that you have your preflop ranges in order, so I did study for Monaco, but could be better, could be more. Do you learn by course or YouTube video or personal? Get a 3-bet from Sam. I think he's been relatively well behaved so far. That's an action flop. It's 5 cards, so and yeah, I'm just gonna pot bet. We're not getting away from this hand. Jack raise from Sam. Could be very bad news. Wow. Yeah. We did have the top set, and we run it once, and we river the nuts. That's sick. That's super crazy. Kakiti with the limp raise with ace king king deuce. It's pretty cool because he's getting a lot of money in pre-flop by limping. If he raised, Sam would just flat call, I think. Somebody in the chat is saying I want to see Isilda 1 play here. That would be cool, yeah. Sam probably were very wide there. I see a 3-wheel in ace king 4-3-2. Wow, flops very bad, 24% still. And Yolov takes it down. Oh, super strong hand. Gonna put it on the replayer. Oh no. Oh yeah, yeah, it was kind of strong. Yolov running very hot. We have checks, sevens, deuce. Bolt bet from Sam. Can't really do anything here than folding. We'll limp this hand. PLO 4, you're asking a lot of questions. Just go one for one, please. 1 for 1. Do you study with your friends or just alone? I've studied a bunch with my friends. And now I'm doing most of my studies by myself. We limped here on the button. Sam is probably a bit steamy, so I'm expecting a little pot bet here. Kakiti checks back. I'm going to bet big. Sam checks and we're going to check back. And here on the river we're going to bet for the whole enchilada. But from Sam, I think we can fold here. No pair, just open ender. Picked up a wrap and a fish draw. Going to open this hand. Kaki T is gonna think about it. He does call. He has 9-7. Wow. What the fuck is going on? What did he have? 9-7-7. I'm not entirely sure why he's not raising. Seven, yeah, very unfortunate river, but he didn't raise me, which is nice. So I would have been in a world of pain, so pretty thankful. Why did you join Triton for such an expensive tour? We have an all-in, the right-hand table. We're gonna replay the hands. Well, I have to play that one again. What is going on here? Okay, so we have an open from Sam, a call from Kaki, a squeeze from Tony G, a call from Sam, and a fold from Sammy, a call from Kaki with the ace jack, the 6-high flush draw. It's all very marginal, but I like Tony's squeeze. I think it's good. Pretty good. What stakes is this in real money? We're playing with dollars. We're playing with dollars. Okay, 3-bet from Sam. Just gonna call and stack off on non-ace boards. Some connection would be nice. This is... I think we can just fold here. Obviously he's a bit steamy, so... He just has us crushed with a double back to flush draw. It really sucks to fold. Even against his bluffs we're only flipping, I think, so... Yeah, I did have the aces jack. Okay. We're playing quite well. I mean, obviously we got lucky in the big pot, but I think we have to get it in there. Top to pair with a gut shot. We're blocking his value range super heavily. How do you look back at playing the Galfond Challenge? Yeah, I'll write something on Twitter about the Galfond Challenge. It's me. Which game trees are worth most studying for Pilo 200 to 500 grinder? Which lines boards can you generate the most value from exploiting? I know you do not play these stakes, but I'm curious on your intuition. If you want to win at Pilo 200 to 500, you just overbluff slightly, overfold slightly against bets. You overbluff against checking lines and it shouldn't be super tough to win, I think. The people at 200 PLO and 500 PLO are still so far from GTO that you can get away with a pretty exploitable style, but you have to watch out, because if you move up in stakes, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna hold you back from crushing 2550, for instance. English is my second language, yes. What's on the menu food-wise? I'm not sure, I'm still making up my mind, but yeah, it's a good question. Most important question. People really seem to enjoy the food segment. Do you have kids or are you married? Below 4, you have to go easy on the questions, yeah, or else I'm gonna skip them. Not 6 questions in a row. Do you think you could beat Jananda's Hetsapilo? I think so, yes. Kids at marriage suck for good PLO playing. Fact, you must be fearless, strong like a bull. Responsibility screws good PLO cash games, it's true. I struggle in games that go 4 or 5 way to flop often. How would you approach these games? Limp more, play tighter. Play tight ranges, so hands that draw to the nuts, that really helps. Use smaller bet sizes as well. Learn the technical basis for multi-way pots, like how much you have to defend and stuff. There's a lot to be gained in multi-way pots. There's not much material publicly out there, so let's see. Limp more, play tighter. I think we're gonna get away with a call here. It's not a great hand, eh? Call regardless. What a pot, let's glitch like. Okay. Another 3-bet by Sam. I have to fold his hand. Connect super hard. We don't really have direct outs against his value, and his bluffs are doing quite well. So this looks very tight, but yeah. Well played, Sam. Played by Sam. 100 plus peeps in here, only 28 likes. Come on, guys, yeah, hit that like button. Would be nice, huh? You're watching for free, but wouldn't mind a little like. 141 people tuning in on YouTube, 37 on Twitch, and then we have a couple of hundred on Twitter. Do you know something about CoinPoker CHP liquidity problems? Nope. Advice on handling awkward situations wherein people ask for financial help. Probably the best thing is just to help nobody. Usually people that ask for money, you don't really solve their problems by giving money, but if you seek out people that do need it and don't ask for it, I think those are the ones that deserve it the most. So try to look out for people who don't ask but deserve. And on the other hand, what's wrong with giving a couple of euros to somebody that comes up to you asking for money? I don't necessarily they're gonna do something good with it, but I don't think there's anything against giving it to them. So we're blocking the king. Going to call here. You're so good. You can definitely like bet a weaker. I'm going to 3-bet this one's a bit light. I'm going to hero call here against Yolov. We're blocking a lot of 2 pairs. Yeah, obviously kings is a hand that he could play this way. It's one of the only ones. I think he still has enough bluffs there. Well played. I think we just pot bet here, get it in. So yeah, so far we're getting crushed in EV and we're 35, we're roughly even. This game, if it keeps running for a while, we can turn things around for sure. I think we can get away with a call here. Defend the big blind here with ace 4, 5, 5. Fold from Sam. It's interesting. Going to call. Basically hoping for an 8. We don't get there, and here we bluff small, representing 5, 6. Don't think we'll get to see a turn much at all there. Probably betting 100% of the time. Quick call by Yolov. Are you 1993 year of birth? Yes, sir. Kaki T felt committed on that flop already. Insane. Good luck. Good luck. Prefer Mac or PC for poker? Yeah, both works. At the moment I'm playing on a Mac and it's working quite nicely. So. Don't you use HUD or no player manually in such high stakes room? I started playing on coin poker about a week ago. I really like it, but the traffic is quite small. I play PLO 25. How do you feel the site is growing or not really? Yeah, the numbers are up huge. For instance, now there's 3,500 players online, and before I don't think they went over 1k players much at all. So the traffic is up for sure, but I'm not sure how much action there is at PLO 25. Okay, PLO 4 is getting a ban. Eat meat, avoid tofu. When you played with a HUD, what was the most favorite stat you relied on the most? Probably a river fold percentage, or one when saw flop. WWSF, if you want to implement it to your holder manager. Got the call in a button. Semi-recreational or rec is a recreational, playing at 50 BBs. Why did you start YouTube and live publicly? Bro, Whiskey, you're getting the banhammer. I'm using my chat to block list. Yes, he's gone. Do you think CoinPoker is the best site for Pilo? At the moment it is. I mean, obviously they have a couple of steps to make still with their software. But in terms of rake, how easy it is to get money on the website, I think it's the best option, yeah. Avidas, hello Mr. Good Luck, thank you sir. We need it, we've been getting crushed this session. We have been getting crushed. Going to stab here. Call from Sam. Everyone calls. That's crazy. I would love to bet here, but I'm in very, very bad shape if somebody calls me with an overpair. So I'm just gonna check here, I guess. Very big pot. YOLO for the decision. He calls. Wow. 70k pot. 35%, 52. It's shifting around the percentages already. Here we're gonna fold. Kakati has plenty of bluffs, but would have been a cool hand to bluff with actually. Sam calls. Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah, that would have been super cool. Not sure. Great call by Sam. 10-7. It's nice to have the 8 there. I'm not sure how relevant the jacks are. Thanks for banning him, the whole chat is thankful. Yeah. Okay, we take the kings to showdown here, and it's not great. That from Sam. It's a great hand to hero call with, but it's 5 cards, so tough to find bluffs. We're gonna do it though at a low frequency. Here's the 5-7. Great value bet from Sam. Open from Kaki. Pot re-raise, ace queen 10-9 double suited, we're ahead. Flops to 7. We don't win the pot. Still struggling today. Those who have just joined us, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Thanks Nika for doing God's work. Big pot again. Yelov takes it down. 7-8. This game is getting wild. I guess Tony running out of funds. Tight fold. Super Omega Fish saying, yo, nice vlog man, looking forward to more. Thank you. More is coming. Game is getting a bit wilder now. Yeah, imagine going there for the bluff. Super good call by Sam. I mean, it's not necessarily a good call, but he was right. I was thinking about putting the turn. That would have worked. Everything would have worked, but we didn't have the balls to do it. Did not have the balls to do it. I mean, in terms of flipping good hands, we're not running very well. 20k down on the session, and in EV we're doing way worse than 20k down, probably 50k down. What are the pink badges next to the nicknames? I have no idea. Maybe if I hover over them. Not sure. This means that I have a note on him, I'm guessing. Was Gucci Nike Sanita 55, or does he wish to remain anonymous like Barry? Yeah, I'm not sure. He's not as anonymous as Barry, that's for sure. But I'm not gonna be the one that is going to tell everyone who he is. He can decide for himself. He is going to become the GOAT of PLO if he does beat Barry. Would be extremely cool. Does coin let you play in any state, or is it restricted? I think you can play from anywhere, yeah. Full bet from Yolov. Net bluff combo, but don't think we can do much against the pot bet there. First Sunday we're getting wrecked. We're 2 hours in. A lot can still happen. Let's see what he had. He had the queens and he was first. Nice bluff. You're not getting cards tonight. No, the run has been tough, but the action is great, so we remain hopeful and thankful. Maybe we can turn it around. Are there any huge PLO tourneys in the Bahamas? So there's a 10k, 50k and 100k, so yeah, that qualifies as big buy-ins. Very excited to play there. Gonna see if I can make a big cash there. That would be awesome. Okay, very close in 100k in Monaco. Played a very big hand with 7 left to the money. Funny, I really have to get used to not hitting every hand. That's how hot I've been running the last few months, so no need to feel sorry for me. absolutely no need. Fold twice. Folding twice. Up weak aces and 5 cards. As I said, not really worth 3-betting. If Sam raises here, I'm not even sure what we're supposed to do. Takes a long time. Bit more tempting, but I still think calling outperforms squeezing here. Checking this hand. Kaki limps the button. Yeah, we have a cool hand that we can use as a raise. Yellow with the bet. We're gonna believe him. It's very late in my area. I need to go to sleep now. Good night. Hope you win a lot tonight. Thank you, Ben Ben. Nika saying good night. Jams saying, hey, good luck today. What do you think about playing both NL entities and Pilo cash during a session? Do you think it's better to split sessions and focus on one game at a time to play optimally? Yeah, it's probably better, but if a table is worth it, you can just play it. You don't really have to worry about it. I mean, mixing 2 games is super tough. Most of the players that excel at a game only play one of the 2. If you feel confident about both games, you can play them at the same time. Kirill is asking, how's the session so far? Are you up or down? We are down quite a bit. Let's see, we're down 20k, and in EV we're doing way worse because we won a big pot with top 2 and a good shot against a set. So down and still getting lucky, so it's gonna be a terrible session in terms of expected value. But we have a chip and a chair. We have a chip and a chair. Need to grab some dinner in 10, but can play some more after if you guys are still playing. Not sure if that's the case. We're going to call these aces here. See if we can get Sam to raise. Sam is staying. He raises it up. Okay, so this is basically best case scenario. Flops pretty poorly, picks up some outs, and we do win the hand. It's a pretty wide 3-bet from him, I think. Not expecting many limp re-raises probably from the small blind there. I think in order to be able to play hands from that position, we want to protect it with quite a few aces. Good to know, thanks. Let's see how we're doing. On YouTube we have 150 people tuning in. It must be very close to the highest number that we've seen. Feel free to drop a like, it helps with the exposure of the stream. It's a bit of a goal of mine for today to have a long stream and try to have the most watched stream so far. We have the most watched video already in the Monaco vlog. We picked up quite a few new followers. It just sucks to draw to jack high and 8 high flushes. It's basically a rainbow hand. Yellow with the pot bet. He's the only guy that has pot bet folds here. Seven, 8, 10. That's fine. Let's get there on the river on the second run. $164 people tuning in from YouTube. Did you do any fun things for some crazy stories during the Triton, or just played poker and went back home? It was super fucking crazy. So I arrive at the airport on Monday. I drive there, I have lunch with some friends and dinner. So I guess that was my day off and travel day. And then the next day I hop into the 50k at around let's say 4. Then that night I play with Mr. Yolov from 12 to 5 in the morning or something crazy. It was a super crazy wild game. Then I wake up the next day to play day 2 of the 50k at around 2 o'clock. No, wait, I'm messing up the timeline. Let me think. Probably the first night I played those games with Mr. Yolov. Then I wake up for the 50k, I play it, and it goes from 4 to 4, yeah, that's it, 4 to 4 at night. So I'm super tired at this point. I'd love to raise here, but usually we want backup here, but I think Yolov is wide enough where we can raise here. I don't expect many 4 deuces in his calling range there. Want to charge draws. In general, we're calling there more, but so many terrible rivers. This is one of them, but you can just check it back if he checks. Nice, we charged in some money. So I played till 5 in the morning. The second day I played from 4 to 4 because we had a super sick bubble. The next day I have to get up at 2 o'clock because I made it. Then I bust the tournament and I start playing the 100k at 4 o'clock. So it was quite a heavy schedule of playing poker. Okay, going to check again here. See what Sam does. Not a great run out, but we have showdown value. Yes, the aces. No showdown value, no value bet either. That's a very tight check. Not sure why he's checking there. Guillermo Gonçalves saying I would only move to PLO if I hit a wall at no limit hold in terms of tough competition. Yeah, it's not that easy to move to PLO. Nika saying Yolov has the run of the month. Yeah, it's super crazy. Huh? He left the stable with how much money? I can't see it because he's winning every pot. 130k after that one. Super crazy. Straddles are off. Calling here. Tempting to squeeze, but to lead on this board. It's a bit mergy, but I like it. We're blocking the jack. Not expecting too many raises. We can take the pot down. There's still a ton of rivers that we have the best hand on. Here we will just bet half pot. Gene's 89 best PLO player ever? No, in terms of technical skill, not at all, but he won a lot of money, so it's hard to hate on a guy. Like, he crushed high stakes for years, and I think he's doing very well in life as well, investing wise. He's got a great family with kids, so he's doing very well. Let's break the records. Yes, let's do it. At 158. I would have to check the exact numbers, but it's a terrible hand, this one. I'm going to call it. I really like it. Looks to me that you are much better at 4-card than 5-card, question mark. Well, I am. But relative to my opponents, I think I'm still on the same level of 5-card, but who knows, who knows. Santi Duman is saying, is Yolov a VIP or a rag? He's a VIP. He's a VIP. Yes, we're just going to bump this flop. We would love to take it down here and now. We don't want to grant good odds to our opponents. King 7-7, it's definitely borderline, but okay, it's a good turn. We can shove our money in. Block 1 diamond, so maybe we have a little extra showdown value. I would appreciate for Kaki to go all in here, not flat call, and mess up my EV line even more. Just thinking about it. It does go in with the flat call. We have queen jack, so we have the nuts. Maybe has queen jack too. Nope. Let's see what he had. It's a nice pot to scoop. 6, 7, 9. Not sure about this play. Maybe he can fold there. On the flop, that is. Turn is probably close to, I don't know, man. River is kind of brutal. He probably thinks he wins the pot there, but river highest rate. Okay. 6, 7 of clubs beats us, but checking is an option, betting is an option. Quick call from Sam. Here we're going to bet for the pot. Sam calls, which he does very quickly, so he's probably got a king high flush. Yeah, king high. We are almost back to even. That's how quickly it can go. So here on this flop we have a very strong hand, queen high flush draw, 8s and a good shot to the nuts. I think the solver likes to see me bet even more polarized. So that's where we check. We call once, queen would have been nice. Three bet, we can call. It's a crazy flop. This is funny too. How big do we want to size here? We want to bet for sure and make him fold the jack, make him draw with hands that are less strong, build a pot with very nutty outs. Questions. Kaki definitely has bluffs here. So good at betting for value. Probably have an ace, an 8, but we're going to see how creative he is. Yeah. Sometimes you want to call there, opening his hands. Vinny, how do you study? Are you a member of a training site? I use Vision for my studies. I mean, it's one of the things that I use for my studies, so it's not the only thing. Most of my work is not done in Vision, but in Monker. Do we pick up a set? Get a big bet from Sam. Of course we're going to call. Overcall from Kaki. Bet here. We'll hopefully find some bluffs from lower flushes. Kaki is not going to fold his jack 8 here. He's in the time bank. Both of them fold. Get weak aces in the big blind, which we're gonna flat call. So yeah, I study mostly in Monker. Okay, with the open and the 3-bet, I think we want to raise here. It's not easy, huh? 5 card. Imagine if Kaki overcalls here. We're in a world of pain. He's the kind of guy to do it. He's folding. That's a good start. Sam has aces too. He does not have aces. We're all in 50-50. Wow. And we win it. Crazy. And here we're going to go for a bluff. Not blocking the board at all, but we're very low in our range. So yeah, this session is coming together after all. So all the information that's out there publicly only gets you to a certain point. To really come to the next level, you have to either find a group of people that have a lot of information or do a lot of research and monkey yourself. First one, probably the easier one. Checking, taking the queens to showdown, hopefully. We do. It's not a great spot, we're getting squeezed. We're going to fold. I think about opening a little bit tighter because Sam is gonna probably open a ton of hands here. We can raise this one. I'm calling this time. The set. You're playing Omaha as well. The chat is socializing. Unbelievable, bringing people together. Queen 7 for Sam and an 8-8 for Kaki T. Let's see what happened there on the flop. You bet and check check. Kaki with the check again and check raises. Pretty cool line. Protecting his double checking range. Can't even imagine those guys grinding a whole WSOP schedule. What the green or gray badge at the side of your name says. This one? I have no idea. I can ask, how do you handle the shift of pace when playing live? Must be so slow compared to online. Yeah, it's a big problem. In Triton, things are super quick, but obviously when you're playing 7, 8, 9-handed, it slows the game down quite a bit, and it's not enjoyable at all. But Triton, the binds are so high that it's easier to stay focused. But in general, it's a super slow experience. Yeah. The jack high flush here. Check is better. Now we're gonna size up. So yeah, I prefer, I'll replay this hand for the viewers. I prefer online poker for sure, but those Triton events were super exciting. Super high stakes obviously, which is great, and the dealers are quick. The tables are only 6 or 7-handed, I think. So that's not too bad either. Fours and kings. Flop. A weak 2-pair, which in pot limit Oma is not really a playable hand. 6 card, 5 card. Sam with a big bet. I think we're just gonna fold. There's not that many turns that excite us. We have a limp from Kaki. Rolling the double suited aces, we're raising, hoping for a raise, but jack 5 for the flush draw. So, not saying it's a good fold always, but this time for sure. Starting with a check here. Get a bet from Kaki. I'm not going anywhere. King of flush, Sam bets again. I don't think we ever consider folding on the turn nor on the river, but in 5 card it's tougher to come up with enough bluffs here. When you're holding the ace of diamonds, oftentimes it goes with another diamond in your hand. Double stab. Uh, 2.7 on the river. I think we're gonna go ahead and fold this one. Creative, of course, but yeah, 9-10. That would have been a super cool call from me, but we didn't have the balls. Didn't have the balls. Well played, Kaki. To raise here. And we're going to bet again if we hit the river. I'm gonna give up. I don't think this is the right card to do it on. Checking the tens. Five, 8. Sure, I'm guessing this is a bluff. Not sure how much I like it. I thought it was something to do with verified accounts, but then yours should be green. No. You failed to verify. Those who have just joined us, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Nika is being a nice guy. Garibex is saying, did Tony G just enter the room, give away 11k? He lost more than that, I think. Small bet from Kaki. Smells like Queen Jack. Gonna go ahead and put bet. Kaki has been outplaying us. It looks like ace king. I mean, we're bluffing, so yeah, we're folding here. Some nice back and forth with Kaki. King, king 10. Super creative bluff. All the full houses. What would you do in a 4-way pot? What would you do in a 4-way pot with ace, queen, queen, jack on a queen, 9, 8 flop when one player bet and another player goes all in? I'm never folding. Like, obviously you have very nutty outs and you can draw to a split pot. Obviously, calling is great here. Also raising builds a pot. Sam likes to float a bit. think we're just betting here. Checking also kind of nice. We check and we hit the full house. Quick check from Sam. We're gonna bet full pot here. Does find the call. That's amazing. 6-4. Wow. Played that hand brilliantly, if I may say so myself. Very close to betting the turn. Fold against the squeeze. Was in the chat saying that I can't play 5 card, huh? And where are they now? Okay. How important would you say having someone to study learn together with is for improving leveling up your game? It can get a bit lonely and easy to fall into the bias fallacy. It's very important. There's not many players at the top that work just by themselves. Maybe Barry Sweet does. Could be one of the guys that does it, but usually they're part of a team or a group of players that share information among the group. It's a bit wide, this call, but should be okay. Going to lead with the top set. I think this turn is cool as a check raise. The only hand that beats us is kings. Super quick bet by Sam. Gonna see what he has. He had the bluff ski. He was the best ever PLO player. That's very sweet. By quite a wide margin. Ben 86 comes to mind as well. Maybe Sauce should be in the conversation, but why do you play in such tough game? Can you find softer? This game is okay. I mean, obviously a couple of people left, but if Yolov comes back, it should be a good game. This is a hand we can bluff with, I think. Check calling is not a great option. If we bet and we take it down, it's great. We still have a 6 for the nuts, a diamond, so we can continue bluffing on. Check raised last time, so it might not be easy for Sam to bet here. Checks back. Yeah, it's very tough to represent the hand here, so we're not gonna do that. There's the king. to bet twice here. Sam's so loaded with money. He's most probably the richest player on this table, yes. Get a raise from Kaki. It's funny because we're holding the nuts. So we're raising him back. Could be doing this with a set. It's a brilliant river. Of course we're going to bet here. It's nice to step with an ace. Three bet from Sam, we're just gonna put it in. He's playing wild. I think he is looking for the all-in. Yeah, we have 54%. Flops the queen. King was our only out. We lose the hand, but I think it's kind of fair. I bet here, not so sure if this is a thing, but can be the worst. We had air and we did have a lot of outs. So check back at Jack. Gonna see if I can answer all the questions. Why do you think it's so tough for the sides compared to Nightmare? Are 8+ handed pillow tournaments a thing live? No, mostly 8 handed, I think. 7 handed maybe for Triton, which is great. 9 handed cash games. I think I played 9 handed cash games in Vegas. It was terrible. Like, worst experience ever, super slow. Tight players getting rewarded, which is also not a great thing. Mostly 500. The boys are chatting. We'll get together. Those who have just joined us, like the stream and subscribe to the channel. That's it, Nika. Force them. They don't do it voluntarily. We have to force them. Ah, it's at 60 likes. It's actually helping. It's actually helping. We go for a little Betsky here. Go for a little Betsky. I think we have to give up now. What's the currency? Is it in dollars? Yes, we're playing dollars. Big all in. I think Kaki is at the end of his roll. So we might end up being heads up, me and Sam. Kaki had the queen. Did you ever put out your list of top below players? Barry, Gucci, Umafros, Graphs, I'm so good. It's a good list. I like your list. In against Kaki. Okay, we're not in a horrible shape. Don't hit. Time really flies when I'm playing these stakes. Like, it's already 2.5 hours. Feels like I just started this session. So where's Barry these days? Does he get any action on Star still? He's doing a battle against Sanita, so 2 of the Titans are battling. Barry is battling Gucci to the death. No entities today. I'll hop into the entities if these games stop. The 1k is already too late to register. 2k not running. So yeah, I guess no entities then. Okay, sitting out. Okay, looks like this game is stopping or not. Or not. Bet for value here. I might play some heads up against Sam. Gets stacked on the last hand, Kaki. Let's see. Going to bet small, it's gonna be intense for sure. Bet small again. He likes to play quick, he likes to bet, he likes to compete. Here we bet small. It's 5, he would bet them already. It's very thin, but four, 5, 6. So we have plenty of outs here against the pot bet. Go once, but not super excited. River the nuts. Unblock all the pairs. So a small bet should be fine. Here we get it in with the aces. We get raised. Well, he's all in. Let's see what he has. Kings. We are in very good shape. He flops a king though. Flops a king, so we lose that hand. Fold on the right hand table. I think 3 betting here is fine. C-bet. Check the turn. Checks the turn. Now we can bet for value. be some high-paced action. Check call here. Booking 2 pair. Let's find the bluff. Call here. Interesting bet size. Quick 3-bet again. We have showdown here, but not too excited about checking here. 4-6. Finds the pot bet. 3-bet spree. So it's gonna be pretty wide there. Bet again. Start with a check. Against half pot, we have a relatively easy call. This turn is super good for us. 2-3 gets there, but I think we can lead here. And on this run out, it's kind of tough to represent something. Also blocking the queens for his draw on the high side, so I think we have to check fold here. Let's see. I'm going to call. It's a smaller size, so I think we call here. 3, 4, 4. Wow. Bets for value with a set of 4s. Super cool bet. The nets, but it's 5 cards, so what is the nets on the flop oftentimes is not the nets on the river. Going to bet. Blocking the king of hearts. Here we have a straight, the worst end of the straight, so we're going to check it back and then consider our options. I think we can get it better twice now. Not on the 10 on the river. This might be a nice hand to raise with. As a bluff, of course, with equity. Trying to take these kings to showdown. Sam plays lightning quick. Yes, He's here for the action. We have 171 people tuning in on YouTube. That is a record as far as I know. Can get away with limping this hand. We'll face a lot of 3-bets if we open. He's taking his time now. Top 2 pair, not top 2, top and bottom. Nice to it's nice to check call with his hand, I think. Turn a rep. If he bets again, we have to call, of course. Be a big one. Clean, straight, that would be phenomenal. That's not clean. I think at this point we don't have that much showdown. Up in the bluff, he does not want to fold his hand. Let's see what he has. Wow. You bluffed us. Bet stabs, bets the turn, goes for it on the river. I mean, he doesn't have any showdown, so I think it's a good hand to do it with. Obviously it sucks for us, but it's very hard to call there. That's what happens sometimes, especially if you see the hands. That's a funny component to the hand. Let's see if we have showdown here. No, we don't. These swings on these tables are not a joke. Fire for the size of the pot. Clean turn, so we're going to fire again. And if we river a diamond, we're going to represent the flush, of course. Terrible river. Checks. Doesn't find the bluff with the ace of spades. Maybe he wanted to check raise. It's possible. Yeah, set again. Tens. It's a great hand. We can potentially raise it, but calling is fine too. Put that here. Quick call. Just a king would be nice. Aces works. Aces works. Should bet his hand. I'm not sure where I checked it. Here we have an amazing hand to check back. Call twice with. Could even consider raising, but I think calling is better. Does have the 4-6, so we saved ourselves some money there. King, king, 5-5. Obviously a 4-bet against Sam at this point. Go for the light 3-bet here on the left-hand table. Let's go, we connect to this flop quite well. Bet from Sam. Both raising and calling is on the table here. Lead. Call from Sam. Clean river, and we're gonna bet again. We would do this with the ace of diamonds as well, but it's hard to find enough naked ones. Quick fold from Sam, so probably had a set there. It's most likely. Going to step here. There's plenty of good turns. Here again, both moves are on the table. Checking, betting. Check this time. Take the queens to showdown. No showdown. Cheeky value bet in position. You have to call here. Then we have to bet here. The quads. Not really a hand you can raise with. Checks again, and here we might check call. 8-6 deuce, 3 pair. He bets. Calling is an option, raising definitely is an option too. Yeah, betting small, I don't hate it. Obviously his range is pretty strong already, but we need a lot of protection. We do have the diamond. Very hard for me to do questions as well, so I will do that after this heads up. We open the kings and we get 3 bets. Open ender. It's not a super exciting spot, but good enough. Bets again, so we get out of the way. Uses the queen as a bluff. He had us beat though, but yeah. He would put us in a terrible spot with the straight or the flush. Check, check. Can bet for value here on a double paired board. Like very tempting for him to call 4s or 6s. Min bet on the turn, potentially misclick. I'll lead my value here. I think we have to call here. Same thing here. Big bet. Oftentimes the nuts not on the left hand side, so let's hope for the same thing on the right hand side. Check it down. So the king didn't save us necessarily. So the pot bet can be the bluff as well. It was twice. Sam does size up with his bluffs. Take the tens to showdown, or at least we try to. We fold here. Pretty terrible hand on the left hand table, but we should be able to defend a lot of hands. Put that from Sam again. We'll have to call a turn as well. I had to come up with bluffs there, but after seeing the very big hand that we played, I'm not gonna doubt that Sam can. Tempting to bet there, but checking back. Bet. Smells like the ace high flush, but I don't think I'm going to fold. Turn the 5 into a bluff. It's bluffing a lot here. We have ace 8. Obviously we have plenty of jack 9 to call here, but sometimes we're calling this hand. I think this is the right combo to do it with. Expecting to be beat quite often, but who knows? Jack 9. Here we stab. Hit the second nuts on the turn. Sam. Call once, fold the river. Seems to be the way to go. Queen Jack. Yeah. Super creative today. Down. Should probably bluff this is combo, but We'll get him, don't worry. Don't you worry, we're going to get him. It's a promise. It's a promise. Nice hand to bluff with. Bet. Lead on the river, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think he's bluffing much here, but it's such a small size, we kind of trapped ourselves there. Goes pretty light there on the turn. I like his line because I was trying to prevent him from betting the river by betting small in position there. And he negates that by leading there. I think we can bet here. Stabbing a lot. Check raise, we just get it in, I think. Still ahead against a lot of draws. That's a pretty decent flop. Bit small. Slightly up today, in expected value, probably down quite a bit. Maybe not down quite a bit, we lost a couple of all-ins. Yeah, the aces against kings, super deep stacked. We fold here. Jack, jack, 6, 7. 4 or a jack would be amazing. Continue. I don't think we can call here. Looks pretty strong. 6-4. Snap pot bet. Not folding there. Pretty bad hand here. It's not bad anymore. Bet small. If we bet big, then we force out all the weaker hands. Check. So 10. Open and a quick 3-bet again. Definitely 3-betting a lot. Not really applying as much pressure on those ace-high boards. Yeah, there's not really a reason to raise. Yeah, there's a reason to stab. Might be a nice bluff hand. The nuts with a redraw. Of course, betting. Size down. Quick call. Yeah, we can lead, I think. A lot of our drives arrive. We block the straights that he can have. It's just an ace. I think we can fold this one. Not much backdoor potential. I'd be interested to see that. And back in the solver. Check 766 double suited. Open and a call. Raising definitely not, like very tempting too. Bets again. I want to see a low card. Not necessarily what we want to see. Let me check it back here. Maybe if we raise the flop, just stack him. Would have been very cool. But you also don't want to allow him not to bluff, so. Ace king might be showdown. If we step here, if we get a fold, that would be amazing. We don't. Bet on the river. Here we can bet, as we would do with sixes, maybe some ace nine, ace king. Check call with the six. Good line. Jacks and the flush draw, I can bet for value here. Let's have the aces. Just playing a bit more cautious on those paired boards. Still folding our trips. It's a nice hand to raise with. It's a lot of pressure on the straight draws. King not necessarily good for us. Checked here. Going to check it back. Pretty terrible run out. Do block to pair. So we might have to call if he bets. Trip aces. I think he's been 3-betting us enough here. We want to start bluffing a little bit. Going to stack it off here. Marginal holding.